Hi everyone, and welcome to, episode 40 of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. I'm really glad you guys are here. I'm by our little garden we planted by the forge and the blacksmith's house in our last Minecraft Mini. The Minecraft Mini came back for a bit. Hopefully I can keep it going, but we'll see. And we made this little scarecrow guy, and I really like him, but we didn't give him a name. So, with as low as his head kind of sits, he kind of reminds me, if you've ever seen the movie Young Frankenstein, reminds me of, Igor. That's going to be his name. And I know it's Igor, but if you haven't seen the movie, you'll know why I call him Igor. So this guy's name is Igor, and if you haven't seen the movie, it's a classic. Yes, it's in black and white, but man, it is a classic. All right, so let's talk. That's enough jibba jabba. Let's talk about what we're gonna do today, and we got to do some running and some traveling. And I know we need to build out the harbor town, but the thing is, I don't want to just build houses, house after house after house. I've got a little bit of the Minecraft ADD, and that's okay. But, so we're not going to actually work in the harbor town. We're going to work, it's kind of close to it. It's still going to be part of the harbor town, I think. And where we're working today is a little problematic, because we are going to be working on that island there. One thing, I realized I had completely forgotten to tell you what the heck we were doing. We're building a lighthouse out here. There's this big expanse of ocean out this way, so I thought that maybe there would be a lighthouse here. And it's going to be kind of an old lighthouse that's not functioning quite so well anymore, so we're gonna do some fun stuff with that. And already, before laying the first block, I realized I had forgotten some supplies over that way. So, just so I can say I did it. Poof. There, first block done. Now I gotta go get some more stuff. Oh, man. Alright, so this lighthouse is going to come in 3 layers with some rather kind of fun finishing touches at the end. But the first layer is actually really, really simple. It's just a very small circle of cobble that's going to sit up 4 high, and it's going to take up most of the room up here. There we go. So that's 1 high, 2, 3, 4. Okay. as we've discussed previously, me building on camera, not such a hot idea. Next, on top of the first layer was just, it's a cobblestone tube, very plain, and then as a transition, we are going to have an inset row of stone blocks, and then to kind of flare the lighthouse back out again, we are going to do a ring of cobblestone stairs. That's what these are. Yeah, building and talking and trying not to plummet gets kind of tricky. But we're going to take this all the way around to, again, kind of flare out the lighthouse. And again, it's all in the quest just to make the building look a little more interesting. It's not like it's necessary for architecture, but like I've said before, if you're not going to put in pointless detail, then why play Minecraft? All right, now let's start working on this second layer, which is a little more elaborate, which is good because a cobblestone tube wouldn't look all that fun. So we'll just start. Oh, that was wrong already. Take that. There, that goes there. There we go. So, yeah, of course, to build on camera, I do, of course, pick an absolutely ridiculous pattern to go with. But it seems to work. We'll put that there, there, bang. Now we're going to carry that up 3 more levels. So 1, 2, 3. So that's the second layer in, and I think it looks pretty good. It's certainly more elaborate than the bottom layer. The area we had to work with was so small, right there at the bottom, that had, like, when I was designing it and I tried to duplicate. I just tried to do this layer twice, once here and once here. It didn't work. It was too dark. There wasn't enough, it was almost too much for as narrow a build. So I do like the way this turns out. Ooh, and it's time to sleep. But yeah, so anyway, before I rush off to sleep, that's the second layer. And the third layer is where we'll actually have the light. So this third level is going to make full use of the expanded space we've got. And let's see, there. Is that right? Tell me that was right. That was right. Oh man, I'm on camera and I'm building stuff and it's working. It's amazing. All right, next, these bad boys have to go up 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Time to hurt ourselves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be the level where we are going to have our light sources. We're going to have a big pile of them in here, so that hopefully they're visible to passing ships. Not that ships really pass in Minecraft, but hey, it's all in my head. And one of the reasons that I'm not putting in the floor right now, and one of the reasons I haven't installed any light sources right now, is the kind of headcanon I've got for this build is that this lighthouse has been here forever. Nobody remembers who built it. Nobody knows anything about it, knows how it works or anything like that. And it's just always been here and it's always been working. However, it's old, so it's not going to work quite so well. So we're going to have a bunch of redstone lamps in here, shining light so that ships can see. But we want the lights to flicker because, well, it's not working 100% anymore. So we have to, and I hardly, I rarely work with redstone because I am crap at it. But we need to fit into all of these incredibly tiny spaces. We need to fit a randomizer. So we need a redstone clock and a hopper timer thingy. It's a dropper, a hopper feeding into a dropper, and they just keep shifting stuff back and forth. I understand how it works, I think. But I'm terrible at redstone, so I never use it, and we're going to use it today. So hey, trying something new. But first, I want to get the building built, and then we'll start working in the redstone. So with someplace to stand, the second layer is far easier. He says as he's about to fall off. And while I was putting this first layer on, I only fell off once, and I was good. It was all right. Evidently, feather falling is awesome. So if you're building anything tall, I highly recommend it. Luckily, the last part of the roof is, well, frankly, far simpler. So we're going to go there. You. And can we can't, do that. Go. And actually, I'm going to do another layer of... So yeah, it'll be cobble right there. Am I short? I am short one cobblestone. Because... Yeah, the roof's going to be like this with an open hole right here in the middle, just because nobody's ever going to see it otherwise. All right. I'm gonna go make one more cobblestone step, and then come back up here and finish the job. Man. All right. You know what? Instead of going all the way down, we've got a ton of wood. I don't know what I'm fighting this for. So let's just slap down this. We need one cobblestone stair, but we're going to get 4 because Minecraft. You know, that's not too shabby at all. It isn't. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of our work. This looks pretty solid. Yeah, it's not overly complicated, which I think is good, especially since we're going for more of kind of a rustic, antiquated look. So yeah, that looks really good. I really, really like that. Now the lights are going to go in this larger section down here. This top section up here, that's really just a flourish. Just because I thought a pointed roof would look kind of silly, but I didn't want the whole thing open to the sky. No, so I think this is pretty solid. All right, so one of the first things we need is some redstone. And then we want to make a redstone clock. And for those of you who don't know, which I think most of you probably do, a redstone clock is something that gives out a regularly recurring redstone pulse. So let's see. These are repeaters. We set them all for maximum delay. And then we jump start it. Take it out. There we go. And so either of these could provide said aforementioned pulse. And actually, I think I put it in the wrong place, guys. Did I put it in the wrong? I think I may have. I don't know. Let's leave it there for now, and then see what else we can get up to. So here we're gonna go with our timer. So we've got that didn't work. Dropper, or yeah, it's a dropper facing up, a hopper facing in. Hopper dropper. That's the thing. Okay, next up we need a comparator to measure what's in here. Or no, we'll need the comparator there. Yeah, we'll need the comparator up here. So let's get some more flooring in because we're going to need it. We won't need you, however. All right, and then let me just kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So we've got a comparator here. Yeah, and what that does is that measures what's in a specific, and actually I'll take this out for purposes of this demonstration so we don't lose anything. It measures how full a container behind it is. So, and the more full a container is, the stronger a signal it'll put out. So this is a hopper, and we can do, if you put something that stacks to 64, the comparator sees that as a very weak signal, and so it pushes the very weak signal into this block, and this block pulls out strong signal that basically it only powers one dot of redstone, or one block of a redstone line. You notice this has no particles floating above it. It's because that doesn't have any power. However, items that stack in ones, like for example this water bucket, it reads them as being more full, so it actually puts out a pulse of power that extends for more than one line. So that's what we're going to do is we're going to have this hopper here, or the dropper down here, and we're going to connect that clock up to it. And every time that clock powers that dropper, and let's see, yep, the water dropped out, that's fine. It will push something from the dropper up to the hopper, and then this will read it. And then when something's in the hopper, it'll power this comparator, which will power this. And how we randomize it is we will put a bunch of different things in the item hopper. What the? Oh yeah, because it fell down there. We're going to leave a bucket of water because that only stacks in one, and that will, when a bucket of water goes up here, that will power both of these dots of redstone. And then we're gonna put in a bunch of other things as well. Gonna put in cobblestone, regular stone, a piece of coal. All these things stack in 64s. So whenever any of those come up to here, this will only power one dot of redstone rather than two. And the game kind of chooses randomly which one of these to shoot on up. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I just wanted the bucket in the middle there. And so very randomly, this second piece will get powered. And we'll use that. We'll have to construct a power transfer thing up to there, and that's okay. So every once in a while, will set a little burst of power, and then we'll have that inverted so that the lights up here are on most of the time, but when this thing gets power, it'll turn the lights off for just a split second. Okay, and anybody who's really proficient in Redstone is just cringing at everything I've got in place here, but that's okay, because it does what I need it to do. So now you see we've got this. That timer goes off, and every once in a while it'll power the dropper. The dropper will put one thing up into this hopper, which will power our redstone. And if we watch for a little bit, we see we keep getting one dot powered, and then eventually and randomly we will get, hopefully, Bueller, somebody, anybody, hello? What about this? Okay, it's maybe I've just got too many things in there. There we go. That would have been one. Yeah, let's pull out one so the flicker's a little more frequent. There we go. Will we get another one? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hey, that went far better than I anticipated. Super cool. I am the worst redstoner ever. Let's hop down so we can look at the snarl of torches and other just items of dubious quality. Transferring the power correctly, I had to just dance redstone everywhere, and it was ridiculous. And actually, can we even not? I don't even know that we can get down to see anything. No, we can't. Well, let's see, because yeah, okay, we can see it from here. This is coming out from the hopper, powering every once in a while, powering these two lines, which then will power this repeater, powers this, puts power into there, or into that stone block, which then turns off this guy every once in a while, which turns on that guy, which turns on that, which turns off that, which turns on that, which turns off that up there, to get that to flicker every once in a while. Now, what I think I'm going to do, instead of putting redstone dust here, Because it works, and it's more efficient to use redstone dust because using repeaters like I'm about to do takes more resources. But what the repeaters let me do is it lets me put a delay into here. So, for example, I can delay this 1 tick. I can delay this. Oops, wrong way. Then we'll delay that 3 ticks. And we'll go ahead and leave that at 1. Fall down. That's good. Is this the way we get up? I'm all sorts of confused right now with my redstone. So my apologies. So that's all there, and then just that guy there, leaving him at normal. And then let's tack on the rest of the stone. And now all these things will, when the power goes out, the lights all flicker at slightly different times, which I think just adds a little something to the build itself. Okay, that's the way down. That was just... What's that? I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I think... Yeah, that's the redstone done. Oh my god. I did redstone! Ha! How do I get down? All right, one of the last things I think I'm going to try to do before we go back and we take in the full effect is I brought over some mossy cobble, and I'm going to try to work that into just a few spots here and there. Hopefully I don't break any redstone whilst I'm doing it. Oh god, did I? Oh, I don't. It's too late to worry about that now. You know, I love the way Minecraft looks at night. It's a crying shame, like, just because the various kind of just spots in the darkness look really good. So it's kind of a shame that in order to be safe in Minecraft, you have to light up everything so that, you know, you're safe. But just those spots in the darkness, that looks really good. And speaking of looking really good, yeah, our lighthouse, that turned out pretty well. I like how that looks. Okay, the order that the lamps on this side flicker in, not such a huge fan of. But, so I may go mess with the timings on that. But our lighthouse, it turned out a little bit alright. I like it. The base, the cobblestone base looks a little narrow. We may spread that out a little bit, or at least seem to. Maybe some cobblestone stairs or something. Somebody's growling at me. Oh well, as long as he ain't close, I don't care. Alright, so no, that looks really good. And hush up, wherever you be. I think he's directly underneath us. So I'm really a fan of how this turned out. No, it's neat. And I did redstone! I never do redstone because I'm terrible at it, but I did redstone for this, and it's awesome. Now, make sure nobody's sneaking up on me. Good. I think for another project sometime, we'll do like a little dock or something here, and maybe some kind of rickety staircase to get up to an entrance. That might be fun. That's certainly not tonight because we are out of time. But no, this lighthouse turned out really well, I think. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. I had a blast. I hope you did too. Please click that like button. Click that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. You guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you next time.